Hey everybody, this is part of my Quinn's Recycle product stuff, some cell phone cases, my tablet case for my iPod, and I take animal feed bags and make stuff, and candy bags. So I'm getting ready to show you how to make a European men's handbag. That's what it's called when it's going across the body and it's on the side. It's called a European men's handbag. So this is for a young lady. When I say young lady, I'm talking 5-6 years old. Okay, I met her at Amory Gardens in Solomons Island area, Dow, actually, Maryland. And her mom and the other 3 youngsters were kind of not really jealous, but I'm going to make her one and give it to her, but I'm going to show you how it's done, okay? This has been cleaned, even though all the candies are individually wrapped. I'm going to cut off the top, staying on top as can. I'm going to hem the top, and then we're going to put a strap on each side. Very easy to do, and this is the strap, the belt that's going to go around her. This is actually a horse feed bag, just the end of it like this, and it's folded over 3 times. So it's flat, and it's folded over on one, folded over, and sewn right down the center. Alright, and I might actually put clamps on them too. Clamps are going to be kind of big, but it's so you can swap out the belts. Just like what I do with these guys over here. Alright, they have the clamps on them. Alright, and you can swap out the belts on these big purses. Alright, what I did is I cut off as little bit as I could. Tried keeping a straight line as best I could. And when I hem, I'm going to bring it down, make it level all the way around. Alright, and then what you want to use is a zigzag on your sewing machine. You could do this by hand, but it's going to be really hard to do. But you want to do a zigzag because a straight stitch is not going to hold it very well. It's going to go right through, like cutting like a knife. And that's why I do zigzags on most other of my products. Okay, so hem. I'm not going to show you me hemming it. I'm going to show you after I'm done hemming. Now, the reason for this part is I like to show you before I start sewing. Okay, I did fold it down all the way around, kind of level it as best I can. Now the crease here, what I did is I made sure it was level, and then I used my nail kind of squeezing it in between. Normally I go over an edge of a desk with the bigger items to make sure it's a flat surface, and that's where my seam is going to be. So so I have this set on a kind of a medium zigzag. This is my Nichi, okay, HD22. So it's an industrial sewing machine. It's going to handle this just fine. I'm going to start somewhere before the seam. The seam is right here. So I like to get over that seam, and then I'll end on that. And this is kind of the side of the panel or the bag. So you want to be in the back or the side where you're going to overlap and it doesn't show too bad. Oh, there's the hem. And you can see some squares here. I got the hem all the way around. I did pretty good, I think. Alright, and I put Velcro strips. These are sticky Velcros. I didn't want to put anything over to hide this, to flap over. I was thinking about taking another one and putting it over, but it would hide this. And that's something I didn't want to do. So when you're using the sticky Velcro, make sure you read the instructions there, okay? You have to wait 15 minutes for it to cure. And that's why I leave my big purses open for 15 minutes. So this cures, and they'll stick really good on here and shouldn't come off. I've never had one come off. Even on these guys, I don't sew them anymore because they stay on there. All right, I used to have to sew them because you know, sometimes they just wouldn't work. So they started making them a little bit better, I guess. All right, so now the next thing is to put the strap on, and I'm thinking this kind of fabric, depending on how much is actually put in this material, I said fabric again. I may want to reinforce what I'm going to mount that onto, because this might actually stretch and rip, depending how much is actually put in this. All right, the reason why I make so much of the band is I use them for the mounts too. So I call these mounts that I'm putting the brackets on with. Now I'm doing this the same way I do my purses, and the same kind of belt too, the band. Alright, so this is the part that goes in. This will be on the belt itself. And what happens as she grows, she can come back and just swap out the band. I don't charge for people swapping them out as needed. And another thing is I cut off some off of the material up there, and I'm going to put this on the inside of the bag to give it more foundation to stay secured on there, maybe prevent from knocking off. I'm going to do a load test on this, put a bunch of marbles in for my wood-burning fireplace. That's our decoration around it, and see if it can handle the load. Now, I tried doing a zigzag as in going back and forth. It came out okay. It's definitely secure, not going anywhere. And inside it looks like this. Okay, so now that's not trimmed. Okay, after you're done, take a normal pair of scissors. Don't take the razor sharp scissors. Don't use that because you'll take a chance of piercing the bag. Use a normal pair of scissors, okay, to trim. And what it's going to do is actually look like that on the inside when it's trimmed. All right, and then the strap's on, and all I got to do is work on the other side, the belt, and then plug it in and do a little. Well, it's a done deal, and I'm going to show you just how many bags of marbles I have inside these. Okay, I'm going to take a measuring thing. It's at -2 right now. I don't know how to reset it. Let's see if it goes back. Whatever. Let's put this on, see how heavy it is. I walked around the house with it, so it's registering in at just over 3 pounds. And that just ran out of battery. But that's okay, we got the reading on it. Alright, so I'll turn that off, and I'm going to show you how many bags. These are the nut bags. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's a sliced almond bag. 5, and I think there's a 6th one in there. Total of 6 bags of marbles inside there. I think that's going to be like the capacity. It didn't rip, it didn't pull, so I moved around the house with it. My wife was saying, boy, you're really going to be upset if it rips. No, it's a test. So I love it when my battery runs out. Okay, no stress, signs of stress or anything. All right, and everything held together. Hey, subscribe, see more. Boy, I might just make a bunch of these because I do go through a lot of bags. Okay, I give a lot of Jolly Ranchers away, and including to this young lady and her family. So $5 a piece at my craft fair. All right, when I'm at different ones in southern Solomons Island, southern Maryland. Okay, subscribe, see a whole lot more cool videos. What a cool pouch. What kid would, or young adult, would not want one of these? And it velcros together on top, and it closes like something like that. With stuff in it, it'll look different. It's just the way it, I don't know if it'll straighten out, but that's pretty cool. All right, I think it is. What do you think? Take care, bye.